Páirc Uí Rinn is named after Christy Ring, and tributes to the great man fill the walls of the clubhouse, where the footballers met the media ahead of a Munster final where Cork will meet Clare for the first time in 63 years. Conor Counihan, Cork manager, raging hot favourites, would you accept that, and does that bring its own problems?
Well, I suppose people out there will tell us that, and the bookies will tell us that, but the reality is those people don't get to have any input in the game. The people that have the input in the game are the players on both sides, when the ball is thrown in. So, from our point of view, that's as far as we're looking. It's 15 against 15. Whoever is focused and whoever is right in the day is going to come out victors. So we need to ensure that we're that team.
Nicholas Murphy, a veteran now of the Cork side. I think the last time Cork played Clare in a Munster final, 1949. Now, I'm guessing you didn't play then, but Canty probably did. But it's a novelty.
Yeah, I suppose it's not a pairing that people would have picked out at the start of the year, but Clare, in fairness, they played a good Limerick side, and they beat them fair and square on the day, and Limerick have given us a tough challenge over the last couple of years, and Kerry a challenge over the last couple of years, and we won't take anything for granted. Clare are there for a reason, and we'll be there to win the game as well.
You have a little bit of experience of playing Clare. You played them last year in the championship, but this is a final.
Yeah, that's it. It was the first round. I think last year we were coming in as All-Ireland champions, and the game, as far as I remember, was kind of tight enough for maybe 40 minutes, and we plugged on 5 or 6 points towards the end. But yeah, I think the one thing that you'll have to stand up and take notice of Clare for is they've beaten Limerick in the Gaelic grounds, and it's something we've proved quite difficult to do over the years. Even the year we won the All-Ireland in 2010, they took us to extra time. People forget about that, and that Limerick team is probably much of the same. Okay, minus John Galvin, but for Clare to go up there and beat them, and I think at half time they were well ahead. Limerick came back at them second half, but I think for that result alone, you've got to stand up and take notice of Clare. That they have some pedigree.
It's kind of a novel pairing. They're coming into the game with nothing to lose. Division 4 team coming up against a Division 1 team. So, they're in an ideal situation. They come in and give it a lash, and whatever happens, happens. Whereas for us, there's that level of expectancy. But again, I think we're experienced enough to handle that and to make sure our attitude is right, and hopefully get the job done.
Oh, look, absolutely. We look at it as an opportunity, but I'm sure Clare looking at it as a big opportunity as well. And the fact that they've played recently in the Gaelic grounds, beating Limerick, their confidence is very high. We know they've been very successful in recent weeks there in challenge matches against various teams and that sort of thing. So they're coming into this very, very confident.
Conor, of course, will be guarding against complacency, and if he sees any of the guys in training taking it any way easy, I suppose he'll be right down on you.
And that's it, that's one way of guarding against complacency. Is we have good competition in the panel, and every guy who gets a chance against Clare to start will be saying, look, I want to put in a performance here to hold my place in this team, because win or lose, Cork and Clare will have another game the next day after that, and that's the attitude that the first 15 will have to take for Cork. Is go out and give the best performance they possibly can.
There's a great buzz in the camp at the moment. I suppose being successful over the last number of years, probably adds to that as well, But at the end of the day, you want to be winning as much as you can.
How does it compare to 2 years ago then, when you got the All-Ireland? Is the buzz the same, or is there determination to get a second one?
Oh, there's definitely a determination to get. I suppose fellas felt that we let ourselves down last year. When we were going into the Mayo again, no disrespect to Mayo, but we felt we didn't perform to the calibre we could have, and even outside of the 3 lads that were missing, Kieran, Colm and Danny, the lads on the pitch know themselves we didn't perform to the level that we should be performing. But this year the buzz seems to be there again, and fellas are really pushing each other on, and everyone is looking forward to Sunday.
Look, I'm not too clear in terms of what people are saying around the country. The reality is, in terms of All-Irelands, we're not even thinking or talking about them. We're talking now about a Munster final, on Sunday. It's a game that potentially we can win, but to be sure, we've got to perform to our best on the day.
Munster titles haven't come Cork's way too often in recent years. What would it mean to you to win one?
That would mean a lot. I think we've watched Kerry win the last 2, so that's obviously something we want to rectify at the start of the year, and it was a goal of ours is to win the Munster final and go the direct route. With the way the draw went, we could win 5 games and win the All-Ireland, so we've won 1, and it's on to the next step now very much. And Munster medal still means a lot. I know it's not as important as it was, with the backdoor system in place, but for us still to be called the best of Munster still means a lot to us.
Everyone has this stereotypical view of Cork of being a big, strong, fast-running team. How do you feel about that? You're smiling at it.
Yeah, I think I often say when you're inside training with these guys that they don't. It's other people's perception. Maybe we are, maybe we aren't. But I think maybe a bit much is made of that. You know, we have some big guys around the middle, and you know, by and large, we do quite well around the middle. And I think maybe and we've got really fast guys like Paul Kerrigan who probably add to that opinion of us. But no, I think, you know, we add a bit more than that. You know, we'd like to think, you know, we can be quite skillful when we want to be too. You know.
When you look at the last few years and the level that Donegal and the likes of Dublin have taken it to, it really is an all-action game. You have to be incredibly fit.
Yeah, definitely. I think with the way the game has gone, you know, it's, you know, often you've got blanket defences, and you know, doubling up on group tackling is ferocious, and you know, you have to be very tactically aware of what's going on and try not to bring the ball into contact when you're in a 1-2 situation. So again, you're constantly analysing the game, and you know, I think the game is after becoming very innovative with some of the new coaches, and you know, it's good to see. I think, you know, maybe it's not the you know, most pleasing in the eye at times, but I think from a tactical point of view, it's a lot better than it was.
Would you agree that the All-Ireland race is wide open this year?
Definitely, you know, like I suppose you've Donegal really after coming on again, like, you know, the people ran about their negativity last year, but they're after coming another dimension this year again, and you've Kildare who have been unlucky over the last number of years. They're like the year we won it, they were probably controversially beaten in the semi-final, you know, but you know, these teams now with Dublin, Kerry, you know, Mayo, you know, there's going to be a lot of teams there in the mix at the end, you know, but you need your bit of luck then on the day.